the computer. Okay. All right, everybody. Are you ready for Miranda Rains? I know that this is your favorite thing. At least 4 times a year we do this, and Miranda is great. So let me just tell you real quickly that Miranda resides in Tyler, Texas, with her husband Paul, and she has daughters. I love her daughters' names: Bella, Gray, and Bristol Faye. And she has 2 white fur people. But she has enjoyed a 23, probably 24-year career with Mary Kay now, as a sales director and as a consultant. She has had the privilege of driving 15 cars, numerous diamonds, trips around the world, fabulous friendships everywhere. But she enjoys volunteering for organizations in her community and mostly serving at her church, Lakewood Community Church, where she and her husband are both pastors. You just went away here, so there we go. During college, as a former Miss Northeast Texas USA and Miss East Texas USA, Miranda's passion for style and fashion drew her into the closets of her friends. I'd like somebody to go into your closet. Maybe you don't want people to go into your closet, but Miranda actually goes into people's closets. Anyways, so we're here to hear about all of her styles, her fashion, her summer trend report. So I'm going to pin you up here, Miranda, and I'm just going to say, you take it away, girl, okay? Let's
Thank
pin
you,
you up here.
Janet. Okay,
Okay,
great.
go for it. I'm gonna unpin me.
Great.
Go for it.
Well, I'm so grateful to spend this time with everyone. I've got on my readers. I'm ready to dive in. I've got paper and notes and color cards. We are going to dive into summer trends. And what I love is that we're right in the dog days of summer. This is in the middle of it. And these trends, of course, are effective now, but they're going to run you into even Labor Day. So let's say the front of September. And if you live in a southern state where it's a little bit warmer, you'll probably get to wear these trends even up until the front of October, depending on your weather. So there's some longevity. And when it comes to summer trends, the fact remains that we've got a lot going on in the summer, not so much in clothes wise, although I will give you clothing trends. It's just hot. We're hot. And the hemlines get shorter, the hair goes back. Summer is more about some accessorizing. So tonight I'm going to talk about color to give you trends, but we're going to go into shoes. We're going to talk about hair. I'm going to give you what not to wear. We'll end with swimsuit things. We've got a little bit in store. Let's get started. And we'll start with color. I'm going to remind you and tell you the color of the year, trending colors for summer. I'm going to show you color swatches, and then we're going to make this work into a Mary Kay product scenario. Because how many of us love and appreciate Mary Kay's always on point and on purpose with their products as they fit the trends? Just in case you did not know the color of the year, let me revisit this. The Pantone color of the year for 2025 is called Mocha Mousse. So Mocha Mousse is the color all year long. We're wearing it, of course, through the summer. We're going to keep wearing it into fall and winter of 2025. And so just to quickly show you and pull some color wheels, this would be cousins to Mocha Mousse. Mocha Mousse is a warm brown, and these are warm browns, shades up. Can you see we're going lighter to darker here? So you're able to have some flexibility when it comes to warm browns in the Mocha family. So this would be examples that you may want to consider. However, let me pull up a couple of cool browns because I think this is the difference. People need to know not all browns are created equal. These are cool browns. So if you're looking at them against each other, warm browns, cool browns. And so you want to be very careful on picking the right shade of brown for you in makeup and in clothing. But brown is the key. We're going to pause just a second and let me go into a couple of Mary Kay colors that are specific to the brown trends, just so that you know and that you are aware when it comes to makeup. First things first, how many of us could appreciate brown eyeshadow? Like, that's easy. We're like, hey, I can do brown eyeshadow in a heartbeat. So brown eyeshadow, Mary Kay has you covered. Literally, hazelnut looks great on everyone. That's a light brown that we can do. But we even have colors like cinnabar, mahogany, espresso, all of those work for brown eyeshadows. If we're going into brown lips, this is where things are going to change just a little bit because you want to consider your undertone in mind. For example, the warm browns, if this translated into lipsticks, for warm browns, we have Hushed Blush in Mary Kay. That is a great warm brown. Toasted Plum, great warm brown. And then we even have Downtown Brown Spiced Ginger as our deeper browns that you may want to grab for a lip color. So warm
You see
browns are
these here, Miranda? There we go.
perfect. Yes, there we go. So you've got Hush Blush. You've got now Hush Blush would be a good color for all skin depths, but even your Spice Ginger and Downtown Brown, that will be for your deepest of beige, Janice, into the bronze skin depth. So I'll definitely make sure to recommend those shades depending on your skin depth. You want to grab those in the lips. If you're a cool friend, so your skin is cool, it's not warm, you may want to consider like Mauve Crush. Although we may not have a lot of the best browns for you, a good neutral like a Mauve Crush or Rosewood that can serve you well. So that's for your browns when it comes to makeup. But let me give you a couple more colors that are trending and of course more Mary Kay colors if you're the friend that you want to run with color. Before I talk about that, let me also just tread lightly here with this. If you're not a trendy girl, and it's okay. You may be more classic. You may be more boho eclectic or sporty or casual, and that is totally fine. But what I love about knowing and hearing trendy colors, if you don't really thrive on trends, work with color to appear modern and fresh. Buy classic pieces in the colors I'm about to explain, or even just updating your lipstick to be in a trending color that serves you best, you're going to appear modern and fresh. Keep that in mind anytime you hear a trending color. Buy it in your classic pieces and you're mixing your wardrobe and makeup bag perfectly. All right, so for colors that are trending specifically for summer, it's going to be mint. Mint. I've got my color wheel here. This is I know, very light that I'm showing. Mint's kind of hard to see, but it's a light on the pastel family. And this is a cool color. So mint, a cousin would be called matcha, pistachio, if you think of food like I do, however you want to term it, but mint is trending. And if you are a warm friend, the cousin is light moss. So mint and light moss, you're going to see all over. I love these colors. They're fun. They scream summer, in my opinion. You're also going to see, so we've got browns, we've got mint, matcha, pistachio, and you're also going to see all the pinks are trending. Yay! Now, we Mary Kay girls love a good pink, and technically, the trend is powdered pink right here, your more light pastel soft pink. But I want to give you cousins because I think that's what's interesting is you want to know the family of colors to wear. This is called rose pink, aka like Barbie pink, if you will, just good regular pink. If you want to wear this as a cousin, you can. Also, let me introduce you to icy pink. It does what its name says. It's icy. And in Mary Kay, what I love is that if you're choosing your makeup to reflect these trends, we've got you covered. Let's talk Mary Kay products in the pink family. So Janice, if we're talking lipstick, this powder pink, this is literally going to be, think of pink lipstick. It could be our natural lipstick. Pink ballerina lip gloss, if that's your jam, you have options for that. If it's an icy pink, you may want to think of Love Me pink lipstick as an option. And by the way, if you have icy hair, if you're a friend that has beautiful silver, salt and pepper, a soft white hair, this could really serve you. And then our rose pink would be like trademark pink. Just a beautiful, good old Barbie pink. All of these are so fabulous. This, by the way, would be if you're a cool friend. So if you have cooler skin, these are fabulous. But if you're a warm friend like me, I have more warm skin. If I want a pink in a warm, I'm going to pivot to our poetic pink. lipstick. That's a best in our Mary Kay lineup for a warm friend. So again, when you hear trending colors, you have to think, okay, great. What are the cousins I can wear of it that serve me best within my color wheel? Because you want to be modern and fresh, but you want to do it in your best way. So when it comes to your makeup bag, updating a few lipsticks in your undertone, and we can even carry that into blushes as well, because remember, lips and cheeks are married. So if you grab a lip color, just marry your blush to it, whether again you're cool or warm, grab shades of those pinks or even those soft lighter browns, and you're going to create a perfect mix. Makeup, it's the easiest thing to do, again, fresh and modern, but you can also work this in your clothes. So Janice, let's pull up a couple of photos of clothing trend colors. And by the way, these are just beautiful models that I just picked off the internet when it comes to clothing. We're going to showcase mint, we're going to showcase pink here, and I'm going to explain a little bit. So the top picture, we're looking at this beautiful model wearing a mint vest, if you will. This is a twofer photo for us because I wanted to show you, of course, the color that she's wearing. Now, by the way, we see sister releasing a few buttons on this vest. I would advocate we button our best. Let's button the vest when we really do it in real life, but you do you at the end of the day. But I love vests worn as shirts buttoned all the way. So this is a trend I wanted to show you in clothing, but more importantly, look at the color. You could dress mint up if you were to do a dress, let's literally say for a wedding or a bridal party, etc., or you can make it casual like this with jeans. So mint, we've got this. To the right of that, you'll see this beautiful lady in this powdered pink dress, and I love this. This is more of an elevated look. She's got a great YSL clutch. It's a simple elbow sleeve with a bow as a belt. It's a little bit of a shorter hemline, so it could be headed into an evening attire, but this is a dressed up look, even with the powder pink. So again, you can take these casual or elevated. I wanted to show you Bella Gray. That's my daughter. I know she's not a fashion model, but I think she's stinking cute here. She's wearing butter yellow. I know I didn't mention that as far as the color cards here go, but butter yellow, you may want to call it a buff yellow. A soft yellow is also trending. And I just want to remind you, don't be scared of yellow. I know a lot of people are, but you got to get your right shade of a yellow. And this would be Bella wearing a yellow if you wanted to give that a try. So whether it's color in your makeup, color in your clothing, play with color. All right, friends, let's keep the conversation going. And I'm just going to shoot you straight with our next two topics. We're going to go into shoes and then we're going to talk about hair. And the reason why this is making such a heavy presence in our conversation tonight is because when in summertime, the dog days of summer, I mean, we're in Texas. It is 100 degrees and humidity through the roof. Wouldn't y'all agree that hemlines get shorter? We're wearing less, clearly I'm wearing less clothes right now, but we're wearing shorter hemlines on our legs, on our arms, we're wearing less clothes. And so when we do that, your footwear, shoes, and your hair and accessories make more of a statement. Let's be honest. In fall and winter, when you're wearing longer pants, longer items, you can hide shoes. They ain't got to be that cute. But in the summer, it's what we see the most. So I love when your shoes are cute and they're making a statement, and your hair is also styled to your aesthetic for the look. So we're going to talk about that. Let's go into some trending shoes, and we're going to give you some visuals as I talk about them. But I love shoes. Again, I think it really can help your outfit. All right, so when it comes to trending shoes, we've got a couple of photos here. Let's look at the top left, those white ones. Those are called Mary Janes. I'm gonna tell y'all what, I love a good Mary Jane. And at first, I was like, I don't know. Until I tried them. So here's the deal. Don't shut me out just yet. Listen and try will be the challenge. Mary Janes are a flat shoe with a buckle that goes across the top arch of your foot. They're typically more of a square toe. They have more of an almond toe. So you don't have an exaggerated point, but yet it can lengthen the leg. I love a Mary Jane because they're, of course, modern and fresh, but you can dress these up or down. Now, this is just a white pair that you're looking at. I personally grabbed some in a light tan textured. Um, you can get these at wherever you like to shop, whether that's Target or Amazon, Nordstrom Rack, anywhere in between. I grabbed some at H&M, and they're so stinking cute. They look great, in my opinion, with the cropped a jean. Like I wear mine with my barrel jeans and a basic top. They're so stinking cute. Dresses, everything. I love a Mary Jane. Below the picture of the Mary Jane, I'm so excited to let you know, or if you need a reminder, some of us, we didn't even release these. We've been having this. This is a pointed toe stiletto that you're seeing. Now, I know it's in black, and let me pause real quick. Black shoes in summertime. I'm going to be honest. I typically would advocate you not wear a black shoe in the summer. We're normally wearing lighter clothes in their color and in their texture. And so if you were to walk in with all these light colors like mint, like powdered pink and a buff yellow, and then you had on a black shoe, when you walk in the room, guess what we're going to do? We're going to go, we're gonna look at your feet first because the black would dominate. So a lighter shoe is a better in summertime, I'll just be honest. But this black pointed toe, sling back stiletto, I love this. I love this. I love this. If you are an elevated friend or you're getting dressed, you're going to a Mary Kay seminar, you're wanting to have a classic shoe, this is a silhouette to get. The slingback screams summer. The fact that it's a slingback, okay? So that's the thing. In the fall and winter, you could still do the pointed toe stiletto, but a full back would be how you would wear the same silhouette for the winter. This shoe, let me remind you, if you are not a stiletto friend, it's okay, sis. Wear the heel height that your low back can handle. I just want to give you permission. If it's a kitten heel, if it's a block heel, if you can do a stiletto, wear what your low back can handle. But that pointed toe box and the sling back combo is what makes this so classic. If you're going to buy one of these, just one pointed toe sling back stiletto, I would encourage you to get a nude pair. Skin tone, nude. So not all nudes are created equal. It needs to match your skin tone. So literally cooler, more warm, lighter to deeper in its hue, get you the right nude. You'll buy a nude shoe like this and it will last you decades. Trust me, mine has. It's worth your money. Right next to it is the flat option. Let me just remind you this. If you need a flat shoe, we've got a pointed toe sling back flat option that will serve you. You can dress it up, but again, you can dress this bad boy down. This model's wearing it with jeans. Because that pointed toe on that toe box, you can wear these with pants to the floor, like a palazzo pant. You could wear this with a cropped pant that showcases your ankle. You've got options with that pointed toe box. A round toe shoe does not give you the same option, so keep that in mind. I love them in a flat. All right, below the flat is the flat clog. I'm gonna tell you what. If you have people under 20 in your house, you already knew this. You already knew this. You have these shoes in your home circulating with the young folks today. This is a suede textured full coverage, but it's a sling back flat clog. And this could be a Birkenstock brand, or you'll have, different brand versions, anything from Target on with this shoe. You're going to see this model's wearing these with socks. All right. Good for her. We love that for her. But in the dog days of summer, I say no socks. Okay. So I would just say bear it all in these flat clogs. They look great with shorts. So if you are going to wear socks, wear it with the shorter hemline so you can see more skin. That would be proportionately better. If you go into fall, throw a sock on with it if you want to into the fall. I'm going to tell you what, the men in your life will love these. Yes, they will. So if you're shopping for a trendy shoe for your man, he may want this style. All right, the very top of it, in case you're like, what am I looking at? Newsflash! Those of us who are 80s babies, jellies are back. The jelly sandal. If you're like, oh dear Lord, I remember wearing these as a little kid with all the little marks still left on my skin after wearing a jelly. The jellies are back. And I think, Janice, we have a few more photos. I put one of a model actually wearing a real outfit in the jellies in case you're like, what? What? Here she is. So the lady on the left, the thing is with jellies, they're clear, right? They're clear. So it's going to be a little hard to see. She's wearing a white t-shirt, a straight leg jean that she cuffed, and on her feet is like a pinky clear jelly. This is how you want to style it. The shoe is bringing all the texture and the color. She's simple everywhere else, wouldn't you agree? Very clean and simple, and the jelly's making the statement. I know this isn't for everyone, but if your style leans trendy or casual or sporty, or comfort, you may want to throw a jelly in the mix. One of my favorite tennis shoes is the model right to the right of the Jelly Girl. This is called a Samba tennis shoe. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate this beautiful model. She's in jeans, a blazer, and a t-shirt. So again, we're very simple and clean. I'm going to come back to this reasoning in just a second. But if you'll look at her feet, it's a platform tennis shoe. So it's clean and simple. Particularly, she has on an Adidas Samba. Okay, so the brand is Adidas, the type of shoe is a Samba, but keep in mind every brand will have their version of this, although Adidas is what made them popular, and that's where the Samba comes from. If you're looking at the picture, the three lines going down the center of the tennis shoe, that's what makes this a Samba. Those three lines, that's what you're looking for. She's in a neutral tennis shoe with, a brown, color of the year lines on it, but you're also going to get Sambas in color. My daughters have a red pair, one has a blue pair. On my feet, as I speak, I'm wearing an olive pair right now. So the thing is, you can get a neutral tennis shoe or you can get a color tennis shoe, but we're wearing tennis shoes with everything. The Samba is a thinner platform, so she can wear this clearly with dressed up jeans. And if you're sporty, put on a cute little A-line dress above the knee, and you could wear this with a dress easily. So these are dress tennis shoes, not your working out ones, but they're what's going to make your outfit modern and trendy. The last shoe that we're going to see pictured here for my petite friends, let me give you a shout out. The platform sandal is back. Wouldn't you know? Some of us say, well, it ain't never left. Because some people love a platform for the height that it brings. So this particular platform we're looking at, it's got a couple of inches. And what makes a platform shoe a platform is that the platform is even. It extends heel to toe. So that's what you've got. You've got a full base that's equal heel to toe. A wedge shoe decreases and increases is from the heel to the toe. So we love a platform shoe. If you're wearing a platform, it looks really great with a wide leg jean or a voluminous bottom pant. Now, if I was being particular, this model, I'd probably bring her hemline down a little bit longer just to make a little bit more length on this pant, but it looks fine as it is. But when you wear a platform, keep in mind your length needs to matter and where it needs to hit the shoe, but it does look great with more voluminous bottom pants or even wear dresses, etc. All right. Shoes. Shoes make the statement. Let me give you a styling tip when it comes to this. I like to shop high, low, generally high, low. So this could be where you're mixing more expensive things with less expensive things. For example, you may have a designer purse and your shirt came from TJ Maxx. It don't matter. That'll work. You may have on a designer denim with a Target t-shirt or accessories. You can mix high and low. It's the qualities that you're wanting to bring together to put an outfit together. When it comes to the summertime, what I was mentioning earlier, shoes and hair. It's bookending you, the top of you and the bottom of you. If you will invest in cute shoes, you can go into a high-low look, meaning the middle of your outfit is simple. Those girls wearing the jellies, wearing the sambas, wearing those other outfits, clean and simple aesthetics, basics, if you will. But your shoes are cute in the color of the texture, and you've got your face and your hair somewhat put together, and then you look polished when we're wearing less clothing because it's the hot summertime. Let me give you a couple of hair tips before you put eyes on it too, because with hair, that's the conversation. A lot of people think of hair trends opposite them I'm about to tell you. We've always been told in Mary Kay, if you haven't had a compliment on your hair in 3 to 4 months, it's time to change it. Color it, cut it, buy some more of it, whatever you need to do. And I agree with that. But I know we all are like, it's hair. You're a creature of habit sometimes with our hair. But let me give you a tip just in case you're deciding, should I grow it out? Should I cut it? What should I do? Generally speaking, in the spring and summer, once again, hemlines go shorter. We're showing less skin. This is when you grow out your hair. Longer hair for when we're showing more skin. Okay, so spring and summer, we grow our hair if you want to, and then we flip it. And fall and winter, when we're going higher in the neckline and more clothing and layers, it's when you cut and go shorter. So think of that in terms of what's best for you, growing it out, keeping it short, options that you want. With that in mind, let me give you trending hair options. We got a couple of cuts. I'll describe the cuts and then we'll go into who can serve what hair best. I'm gonna get a quick drink. I've got excited and talking. I love these conversations. Okay, we are going to look at these beautiful models right here. I'm going to start with our friend at the upper right. This model, I love this cut. I love this cut. The bob is back. The bob is back. This beautiful model is wearing, however, a lob, L-O-B, lob. Let me describe the difference between the two. If we're looking at her, we can see one half of her hair is behind her ear. Could you see that? And the end length is about her chin. Where the other side, she's more top heavy because it's asymmetrical. She has a part. It's going top heavy and it's longer. This is a lob when one side is longer than the other. Although it's a blunt cut, that lob has a little bit of an angle. A bob is when it is straight across. So if her hair on the shorter side above her chin went straight across on the other side, that is what would make it a bob. This is the it hair color. I'm sorry, the haircut right now. The bob or the lob. What I love about this option is it works for multiple hair types. If you have more of a finer hair, what I love is you can wear this smooth and it sits smooth. If you have even more of a textured hair going into a coarse hair, how you want to cut, manipulate it, and style it with some heating tools, etc., this can serve you very well. Of course, your hair professional can give you pointers on all of that. The only thing is we don't want too thick or coarse to go outward to create a helmet head, respectfully. But the angles of this cut, super flattering. It's very professional. It's very chic. If you haven't had a fresh cut and you prefer a shorter style, girls, try the bob. Around chin length or a little bit longer, you may find yourself loving that this 90s style has made it back. If we look at the bottom left would be the pixie cut. Again, the 90s are coming. My best friend in college rocked this haircut. I love the pixie. If you love short hair, you're going to love this for whether you have a little bit more fine hair going into a little bit more of a textured coarse hair. Not too coarse. Remember, the more coarse and thick your hair gets, if we go too short, it'll be a helmet head, and we don't want that for you. So this pixie cut, I love that it can be tasseled. If you have a fine hair, oh my gosh, you don't even have to probably use a lot of product. Just have a great cut and it be left natural. She's wearing bang here. She's got some coverage around her ears. You're going to have flexibility in the pixie. If you love this cut, this is also that 90s, 80s coming back. And it actually surprisingly does serve a great oval face very well. And a lot of times a heart face. You can really rock this look. The girl to the right of the pixie, I picked her because I wanted to remind you that bangs are back. Bangs are back. Now, this beautiful model, she has an asymmetric bang coming across the forehead, cut a little wispy. That's just a visual for you. Bangs look different for all of us. Some of us do a straight across. Some of us, again, need an asymmetrical or just a little bit of a wispy. You're going to have options here. But before you cut a bang, never cut a bang when you have a breakup. Never cut a bang when we're sad. You got to think about bangs, sweet friend. Let me give you a quick tip about bangs. So, this is where you may want to have a mirror nearby or write it down for later. But I took my readers off. I can't really see very well, but I'm going to point and show my face to give you an example. When it comes to bangs, look at your beautiful face and let's do a little bit of measurements. If we were to cut your face in thirds, okay, respectfully, we cut your face in thirds. Let's look at your forehead to your eyebrow as 1/3, eyebrow to the bottom of your nostril nose, 1/3, or the second third. The third third, if we're cutting, would be nostril to chin. So if we were to cut your face into thirds going horizontally, east to west, what do these proportions look like? Okay, what's happening here? For me personally, my length from my forehead to eyebrow to my nose, nostril to chin is very equal. Very equal. I'm proportionate on the three parts of my face. That means bangs. I could do a bang if I wanted to, or I'm proportionate. I don't have to do a bang. I have options. If you're not proportionate, you may want to consider this, like my mama. I love mama. She's beautiful. Love my mama. But the truth is, her forehead, in proportion to her eyebrow to nose, nose to chin, her forehead is little. It's thin. So mama, with her thin little forehead, does not need to do a bang. We don't need to cover the thinner, unproportionate forehead. So no bangs for mama. If you're the friend, respectfully, you're like Miranda, I had more forehead than chin. If you, like my dad, he has a roomier forehead. So does my sister. So respectfully, they look better with some coverage of a bang. And again, whether you can go straight across or we meet it diagonal, or you could do the butterfly bang, you're going to have options for bangs, style, what your time commitment is to fix, but keep that in mind before we just go cutting. Bangs, we're committed. We're committed to make it work. All right, let me give you one last hair. This is a butterfly cut. This cut is all about micro layers. So it's not for everyone. You are going to see it. You will need a longer hair, medium to longer hair, because clearly you got to have the layers brought in. And I would say more of a thicker hair would look great in this so that as you get to the bottom micro layers, it's not stringy. You want to have some thickness there. If you commit to this butterfly haircut, all the micro layers, just know, sis, you got to take time and you need to commit to styling, tools, and smoothing and working this out, or it could be respectfully a tangled hot mess. But it's beautiful and it's trending. And if you want something new and fresh, this may be the way you want to go. Before we end with bathing suits, let me give you one final little tidbit of information on styling. So I'm going to give you one look that is your basic go-to look after I tell you about the trend that I'm wearing. So this is an asymmetrical neckline, right? It's asymmetrical. This is what's trending in the summer right now. So, if you love something different, although half of me is showing some coverage, the other of me is not, this may be for you. Asymmetrical. So, we're cut at the bias at the top of you. The asymmetrical line at the top of you, if you're a beautiful hourglass shaped, go for it. Yes. If you're a beautiful apple shape, go for it. If you are a beautiful pear shape, please, 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 please do this at the top of you. It's going to honor you well. Avoid this if you are an inverted triangle or have a broad shoulder. We would not commit to an asymmetrical or strapless should that be a description of your beautiful shape. Real quick, on the bottom of you, you can do an asymmetrical line at the leg. From the knee down, your hemline. Dresses and skirts go asymmetrical. This is different, y'all. This is different than high-low. High-low is front to back. Y'all remember a few years ago we were wearing dresses or skirts that cut at the knee and went long in the back? That's high-low. This is asymmetrical. I'd be a blessing with your high-low. I'd be a blessing. Replace it with asymmetrical. If you have good legs, well, of course, this would be for you on the bottom of you. Or if you're a beautiful apple shape or an inverted triangle shape, asymmetrical at your hemline is where it's at. Let me give you a visual. Janice, we'll pull up that first slide again of the clothes because this I put in here as a basic outfit recipe. If you never know what to wear, where jeans are an option. This is a recipe for a good look. I met my husband. We've been married 25 years, I think. I lose track. It's been a long time, but we dated 2 years prior that. So I say all that to say years ago, over 25 years ago, when I met my husband on the first date, this was an outfit recipe I wore then, and I would still wear it today. It's this young lady. She's wearing a basic top, a blazer, and a jean. This outfit recipe with elevated accessories is so great. You could wear this to a concert. At my church, we can wear jeans. I would wear this to church. If you are running errands, you'll be so chic. This combination, styled with intention, is a great look. So let's talk about it real quick. First of all, a dark wash jean is more elevated. So if you wear a dark wash denim, it's more elevated. Light wash denim is more casual. So however you want to style, day or night, whatever you're doing, keep that in mind. The denim that you need will serve your body best is the basic you're going to need. So for example, this is a wide leg jean that she has on, which is perfect for her. You may want a straight leg. You may need a flare or a boot cut. Whatever serves your body. P.S. That means most of us will not put on a skinny jean in this situation. But a classic basic silhouette that serves your body shape is what we're looking for, a clean denim. And then the boyfriend blazer. I love this. If you never know what to wear, most of us, a boyfriend blazer is an essential in your wardrobe. And a blazer over a basic top, whether it's a t-shirt, whether it's a button down, classic, depending on if you want to elevate it or not. This is all being intentional, but it's the combo. Basic, boyfriend blazer, a denim that serves your body shape. We want everything clean. Can you see? We don't have a lot of buttons. We don't have a lot of pomp and circumstance. There's no rhinestones. There's no rip or tears. It is clean and simple. She has a great bag, earrings, some necklaces, and these are all in neutral palettes. If you'll stick with that recipe, if there's anything you're like, what am I supposed to wear to this, where you feel jeans are appropriate, this can be your go-to outfit. All right, let's talk swimsuits real quick and I'll let you go. But before we show you photos of what we're not going to wear, Let me talk about swimsuits. If you haven't been on vacation yet, you're about to go on vacation, you've got the pool and you're having pool parties, whatever the situation looks like. I know a lot of times we as women, we have to give ourselves grace, but wearing swimsuits, it's like, oh dear Lord. Swimsuits in the public with the people. How many of us can be honest and say that you have a black swimsuit? Who can say they have a black one? Who could say, if they're being honest, that they have a swim dress? Like it's a situation of coverage. Like we got some coverage, a swim skirt or dress. I know. This is what women do. When it comes to a swimsuit, period, end of story. Let's just cut to the chase and be honest. We are half naked. There is no hiding. There is no coverage. We are exposed. A swimsuit is bare clothing. It is what it is. Now, one piece, two piece, whatever you love, but you're not going to get coverage out of a swimsuit because it's a barely there article of clothing. All right. So we just need to know that swim skirt ain't doing you a lot of favors as we think it is. Number two, we all feel vulnerable because we're half naked and exposed. Everyone, so we feel, is looking at our cellulite, our tummy, our legs, the part of our arms we hate. Like all of that can go through your mind. But I want to pause. I want to pause the noise in your head. And I just want to give you some bests for wearing a swimsuit. Number one, wear color. Wear color. The black swimsuit, although classy, may not be your best color option. Pick your color wheel. When you get your color wheel, if we already know what season you are, or maybe we should hang out and do that, pick the brightest hues in your color wheel. Whatever your color is, pick the brightest hues. Wear swimsuits in those bright hues. That would be a best for you. And when you're walking around at the resort or at the beach, and I'm in my lawn chair and I'm looking, and you combine a bright swimsuit that honors your color, guess what, friend? I'm not looking at your cellulite. I'm not looking at your thighs. My eyes fixated on that beautiful color. And then I'm like, oh my word, I love her in that. That is beautiful. I'm going to tell you, I have to say something because that's the goal is our eyes drawn to the color, not to your areas of concern. So number two, after you wear color, number two, accessorize like an outfit. When you're in your swimsuit, your attire to the pool, away from the pool, why you at the pool and all of that. Sis, wear your earrings. Get you some inexpensive ones that you don't mind if they're left in the ocean or lost at the bottom of the pool. Wear some waterproof bracelets and necklaces. Get you the cutest, biggest hat that said aloha or something. I mean, have fun with it. Get you a tote bag. Wear you a kimono as you're walking around that matches your swimsuit. Put you the cutest slides on your feet. Look dressed. Because when you're walking around, with that ensemble, again, our eyes like, she looks so good. We're not looking at anything else. So if I were dressing you to be your most confident self in a swimsuit without going to the dark side or the swim dress side, color and accessories are your friend. These are a couple of do nots. You're going to see them. You're going to see them. They're out in the public. If you've watched Love Island, you already know. You've seen it. But this is how swimsuits are trending nowadays. this top, Janice put some caution over because some of these we had to guard our eye gates. The top photo is the bottom two, I should say, on the left. These are beautiful models here. They're showing us cutouts are trending. So this first girl at the very top left, she has on a cutout in this blue. Again, swimsuits are barely there. It almost looks like a two-piece, although it's a one-piece. She's got cutouts on the side. She's got cutouts going down the center. You're going to see a lot of cutouts. The beautiful model underneath that photo wearing this brighter shade of pink. This is a one piece, yes, that has the complete oval center cut out. So we see a lot of abdomen here, cutouts. This may be a way that you want to introduce a cutout or just know generally cutouts in the one piece are what you're going to see a lot of. All right, on the right, we put a little sticker over this so you wouldn't have to totally see it all. But the word that you're going to see describing this trend is called under cleavage. under cleavage. I didn't even know this was a thing. It's when your boobies accidentally slip out, or intentionally on this model, slipped out under your swimsuit. So it's where you're seeing, instead of cleavage on the top, it's underneath. Let me tell you what. 4th of July, we were at the lake house. We rode our jet skis, and I took my life jacket off. And my husband's like, Miranda, you're going to have to fix that. My life jacket did me wrong. And I had under cleavage I didn't even know I had. I'm like, oh, I gotta fix it. I was trending. So, but you're gonna be seeing that on the cruise ships, at the pool, and around. The last two photos that we have are these beautiful models. We put a sticker over their sweet selves because you're gonna see a lot of booty cheeks. You're gonna see some little cheeks because the thong swimsuit is everywhere. Whew, my Lanta. To each her own. To each her own. If you love that, and if your man's about it, go for it. But I will say I love a little room for imagination when it comes to a swimsuit. For me, I like that more is mower. But we wanted to show you trends just so if you're out and about, you're not completely shocked. But can you see they're all wearing color? Color is where it's at. And if you look at the color, your eye will rest there. All right, friends. So between colors, between color trends, between shoes and hair, and just the whole topic of what to wear, how to wear for basics or clothing, my challenge for you is to pick 3 things. That's always my homework for you, because here's what I found. A lot of times we just get in the cycle of doing the same thing over and over. And if no one stretches us, we don't try anything new. And so, as your friend that's saying, hey, you may find your new favorite thing. You might have forgot how great a pointed toe stiletto is. Or you may want to grab that suede clog, and you might want to wear it with a pair of socks. Who knows? Mary Jane's, a new pink lipstick. You may have totally forgot the power of a butter yellow. Have fun, try new things, and it's the spirit of adventure that I want to challenge you with. If we are not friends on social media, let's follow each other. It's Maranda Rains on Instagram, Facebook. Of course, would love to keep up with you there. If you ever want to get a hold of me as far as hang out, I've got a website, mirandarains.com. You can always reach out there and connect, even schedule appointments if you want to hang out. I would love that. And then there's a private Facebook group, Janice, that everyone is invited to. No strings attached. It's just where we can put a lot of information and hang out together. On Facebook, if you'll search the private group Miranda's Closet Clients, if this content serves you, you'll find everything there and a conversation for us. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Oh, Miranda, that was so great. I mean, it's so great. And I'm so glad we recorded this because people are going to go back and say, what is that again? So thank you, Miranda, for your time and for your expertise and for all your things. And when you first sent me those bathing suit pictures, I was like, yeah, she said, put stickers on. I'm like, yeah. So I was like, that was the only thing that was like, I hope she's not saying we should all go do this. Cause anyway, I thought that was the best part of the whole thing. But anyway, I just think, and the colors, and we're going to go after you're done here now, we're going to go into some of the lipsticks and some of the eyes and the cheeks and stuff like that. But thank you for sharing your expertise, Miranda. We appreciate you.